want to work remotely and live in Mexico. Hi, broadcasting not live from Mazatlan, Mexico. I'm Bill the Geek. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we make videos about the joys of living in Mexico. Welcome. Yes, we're going to talk about how you can work remotely and live in Mexico. At the very end of this video, I'm going to give you a big tip on the best way to find an apartment in most cities in Mexico, and I'm going to tell you how I found my new apartment in 10 hours. When I moved to Mexico almost 20 years ago, I was one of the first people on the planet to earn money working remotely through video conferencing. Living in San Francisco, I had learned advanced computer graphics, advanced animation, advanced video editing, and advanced web design very well. I developed an international system that helped people find me so that they could just email me or call me on the phone to learn what I knew. I have had online clients in most states in the United States. I've had many clients in Great Britain. I've had clients from Australia. I've had clients from Greece and Italy. Clients would contact me through my website or by telephone. We set up a day and time for the session, and at the end of the session, they would compensate me via PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, or American Express. The money was deposited directly into my bank account, which is a United States bank. To get a hold of my money, I could go to any ATM machine here in Mexico. I could book my own hours. I could work 7 days a week. If I wasn't consulting clients, I was on the beach in Puerto Vallarta or at beach restaurants, beach bars, or just hanging out, enjoying life. For the first time in my life, I felt true freedom. For my first 15 years in Mexico, I had a one-bedroom apartment, and my rent was between $350 to $400 a month, and those were fabulous apartments, fully furnished. My Spanish skills were limited, but as long as I could speak English to my clients, I could earn money, pay rent, and buy cerveza. To live this beautiful remote life in Mexico, you need to know something really well and know how to resolve the problems, challenges of people that want to learn from you. I have a couple of examples of people that work here in Mazatlan online, make very good money, and live very good lives. Please leave a comment, tell us what you think, and if you liked the video, click the like button. If you know someone who would like to work remotely in Mexico, why not click the share button? My first example is a guy, he's a social worker, and he does therapy for individuals, family counseling. He does all that on Zoom, and he charges $140 an hour. To really enhance his enjoyment of Mexico, he only works 3 days a week. So working 3 days a week, $140 an hour, that's about $270 a week, and that comes to about $9,000 a month. His rent is $700 a month. My second example is a guy, he also does counseling, but he works for a nonprofit on the East Coast of the United States. So he works from 5 a.m. in the morning here in Mazatlan to 1 p.m. in the afternoon, 5 days a week. He gets paid $110 an hour. He works 40 hours a week. That's about, and his rent is only $800 a month. You do the math on how that rolls out. I can think of 2 ways to get jobs working online and actually living anywhere in the world, but I'm just talking about living in Mexico. 2 ways I know of. One is you know what you know and you market yourself, marketing what you know, what you can share, how you can help people, how you can teach people. Way number 2 is to find a company or a couple or 3 companies that will compensate you to work for them online, communicating with people wherever they speak English. To get this ball rolling, the first thing you really need to do is to dig deep and think to yourself, what is it that I really know? If you're working for somebody for 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, you've learned a lot from that company. You may know things that you don't even understand how well you know those things. I know a guy who worked for an insurance company, and he worked for them about 5 years, and he knew their contracts in and out. And he saw people paying way too much for their insurance. If they just knew how to click one box on the form, they could cut their insurance cost in half. Now he contacts this company's customers and tells them how to reduce the cost on their contract, and they pay him money for saving them money. So you have to dig really deep and figure out, what do you know? Dig deep and think about, what do you know? We just created a new Facebook group, and it's called Mexico Expats Living in Mexico, Bill Dallas Lewis. Come join the group, post your images, your videos, and your ideas, and create this new world with us. To work for yourself and to market yourself, you need a web presence. It's not hard to do. When I started, you had to write all the code all by yourself. Now websites are very easy to make. I can help you make a website in like 30 minutes. But secondly, you need to learn search engine optimization. Some people call that SEO. I've been teaching SEO for more than 15 years. It only takes about 2 hours to learn. And once you learn search engine optimization, you have a website, then people are emailing you for an appointment. People are calling you for an appointment. Before you make your move to Mexico, you need to test your system. If you're going to work for somebody else, like a company, maybe 2 or 3 companies, well, stay in the United States, see how that goes. Or is the money coming in? Are the people paying you? But test that system. If you're marketing yourself, you got your website going, your SEO is going, test that system also. Is the money coming in? Are people contacting you? Can you afford to move to Mexico and pay $500 to $600 a month for rent? When I started what I'm doing now, I tested my system for 2 months. It was working. I had money coming in, people calling me on the phone, setting up appointments. I'm working in an apartment somewhere where it was cold. And once I saw it was working, I booked my ticket to Puerto Vallarta and found an apartment. If you like this video and you want to see a list of all of our videos so you can look at specific cities you might want to live in, go to buildthegeek.org. And on the main page, you can scroll through many videos about many topics about the joys of living in Mexico. In summary, I love Mexico. The weather is great. Look, it's mid-February here. The beach is right over there. It's about 65 degrees right now. Look at the blue sky. The people are filled with love, and the prices are ridiculous. You'll pay about half as much money as what you're paying in the United States. And when you're not making that big money and it's going into your bank account, you can be traveling through Mexico, enjoying a peaceful, lovely place to live. Oh, I'm sorry. At the beginning of the video, I said that I was going to share with you how I found my apartment. I'm moving to Morelia, which is in the middle of Mexico. How I found an apartment in Morelia in 10 hours. To see exactly how I did that, go to my website, buildthegeek.org, and on the front page, scroll down to apartments and look for how I found my apartment in 10 hours. Click that link and you can see the full video on how I got that done. I'll be paying $500 a month. We go live every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. Click that subscribe button and you'll get a notification, and you can join us and talk about your ideas about the joys of living in Mexico. Thank you for joining us. Moving to Mexico and working remotely has changed my life. Look, it's February. The ocean's like right over there. I can see it. Moving to Mexico opened up worlds I never thought I would see. So if you think you can do it, give it a shot and change your life while you're young. Anyway, we have many more videos to come. Click that subscribe button and we'll see you in the next video.